is coming here and the International Space Station later. Let's get some images coming in from the Great Smoky Mountains, one of the largest national parks east of Rocky Mountain. Wow. Alex, what is that? That looks awesome.
We're looking at the sun that's still too bright.
It's still too bright.
But it's almost completely covered. It's getting dimmer and dimmer. And this is the unfiltered sun. So we're going to go straight from this to
Totality.
seeing the corona directly. This is going to be a pretty cool shot, actually.
So here's
you can
still,
see it's
glasses
getting
still
dimmer
on.
and dimmer. Still got to have your glasses on. It's still too bright to look at directly. But it's just almost like a little tiny Christmas star or something. It's crazy. It's getting tiny and tinier.
Now, why was it in the shape of a star? That's the first one I've seen.
That's oh, there it is. I can see the corona.
Oh, okay.
That's because the camera itself didn't have a filter on it, and it was too difficult to see. But we can see the corona. There's now a little black dot, and you can see the corona around it, and that's actually the closest to what we're going to see when we look at it with our own eyes when we view it here.
John, let's go to social, man. They got to be buzzing on the conversation here.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions coming in. Of course, it's trending all over social media. Let's pull up this image right here on the sidebar, if possible. This right here is just one of our users did of the eclipse from Arlington, Texas. Pretty freaking cool, showing the showing the partial eclipse on his hand. Really interesting. And then we have the Toshiba screen in New York City, where, of course, everyone there in Times Square is able to see the partial eclipse. So it's pretty spectacular. Views coming in. And we do have a few questions. I'd like to just try to get a couple in. Is it okay to see a solar eclipse in selfie mode? I see a lot of people, there's students out here, and students like to take selfies. Is that, without glasses, is that okay to do?
Actually, it is if the sun's especially behind you, because if you're looking down, the sun's behind you, and you've got it in selfie mode, that actually will protect your eyes. Again, the main thing is you do not want to have it pointed directly at the sun so that you might move away and see it with your unprotected eyes.
Yes.
So let me use this opportunity to talk about safety reminders too, about just making sure, like you just said, it's the overall view.
You know, if you're in the partial solar eclipse, make sure that you always have your glasses on to look at the sun. The only time that is safe to take off the glasses is when you're all completely, like the moon completely blocks the surface of the sun in totality. As soon as you see that diamond ring effect, that's the timing to actually put back your glasses to look back at that amazing event.
And John, let's get one more social question before we go to the next phase here. We're just having too much fun here.
Starting to get cold and dark here too in Charleston. This is, I think this is pretty obvious by all of us outside right here, but is it safe to be outside during the eclipse as long as you don't look directly at the sun? Absolutely.
There's nothing different. We are just having less sunlight shining down on us, but there's no real difference, and it's absolutely safe to be outside. And we, of course, as long as you're safe, encourage that.
Yeah, go outside and watch this event.
Okay. All right, here we go. So let's talk about exoplanets. A solar eclipse is a special kind of transit or movement of astronomical body that passes in front of another. And if you've been watching along with us, you know NASA is using today's transit to further study the sun. We use similar transits to study planets outside of our solar system, or as I said, exoplanets, as they pass in front of their distant star.
While a total solar eclipse is a rare opportunity to learn more about our sun, NASA's Kepler mission has been studying distant stars for an eclipse-like event called a planetary transit. Using a space-based telescope, scientists from Ames Research Center have been measuring the changes in the brightness of stars as their planets orbit or transit in front of them. Kepler has confirmed more than 2,500 exoplanets, or planets beyond our solar system. Many of these are similar to Earth in size and distance from their sun. Studies using Kepler data have revealed a vast range of planet types and sizes, and future discoveries could help enable the search for life in the galaxy. Another major effort at NASA Ames to use eclipses to study stars in deep space is called SOFIA, or the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy. SOFIA is a modified Boeing 747 SP aircraft that makes celestial observations in the infrared part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Flying up to 45,000 feet, SOFIA operates above 99% of the Earth's water vapor that absorbs most of the infrared light from space. One example of SOFIA's unique qualities as an airborne observatory occurred when researchers recorded infrared imagery of Pluto as it eclipsed a distant star. What we learned from missions like Kepler and SOFIA could help us to better understand the mysteries of our Sun, our galaxy, and our place within it.
All right, thank you. We're here live at the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina, where it is just about time for Totality. And I'm here with my colleagues, Dwayne Brown and John Yembrick, and Jari is somewhere, I believe, Carla Vega, and Alex Young. And you can see the crowd behind us. And if you look up in the sky, which I was doing just before we came back here live, we are probably at about 90% totality. And the good news from the weather standpoint is there are some clouds, but I see some breaks in them just off to the south a little bit. And fingers crossed, really tight that those breaks are going to move over as we get into totality in just a few minutes. Dwayne, what do you have to say about that?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for, hey man, we got something. You are the man. You are the man. This is exciting. We've got our glasses. We got our scientists. Johnny, come on, get in here, and Alex here. So we're excited here. The college, make some more noise, College of Charleston.
Yeah.
We are having a ball here. There's still a lot more here through the eyes of NASA. We got the International Space Station coming up. You don't want to miss it. Now here we go here. Safety glasses on, guys.
Let's get in there, yeah, but we still got maybe a few more minutes to go till totality, but you can see, look at that, you can see that, yeah.
Wow. Johnny, you know, even with the clouds, we can still see it. It's pretty good, right?
You guys see it?
Yeah. A little bit.
All right. I think we got some break-ins in clouds. I can see.
We got a couple minutes. We still got about 3.5 minutes left.
Guys, this is amazing, right?
This is amazing.
Through the eyes of NASA. College of Charleston is getting a large selfie with the students and faculty and everyone here.
2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes. Dwayne, you've actually seen a total eclipse before.
I have, and it's amazing, and it's spiritual, and it really brings you in step with that. We're just a small pebble on a highway of galactic endlessness.
Does viewing this right now bring you back to that moment several years ago?
It's a little different because I'm here on American soil with you guys here, but it's still breathtaking.
Amazing. Yeah.
You know, Sean, I haven't seen it in Africa and here in the U.S. Doesn't get any better than that, my friend.
No.
Here we go, almost. Here we go, it's coming. Johnny, what is it there? Is it there yet?
No, it's hard to tell. I think that was just some cloud cover.
Getting dark.
It's getting dark and it's getting cooler too, which is nice.
The temperature has dropped.
Yeah. We're still. I don't think we're quite there yet. We've got some patches of blue just a little ways away. Still just an amazing experience.
I have goosebumps. Like, this is...
Yeah, you've done,
It is safe to remove your glasses and look at the total eclipse. You may remove your glasses.
We've got a minute and a half, right?
Yes.
Totality.
A minute and a half of totality. So we have.
Once again, it is safe to remove your glasses and look at the total eclipse.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. Put the glasses back on now.
Glasses back on. Yep.
Please replace your glasses. You need to put your glasses back on to view the sun now. Please replace your glasses. You must be wearing your glasses to look at the sun.
I mean, we experienced the temperature drop.
No.
And it was dark. It was dark. 2024.
Yep.
Ready for the next one.
I got IFB in your ear, Sean.
Okay, Sean, this is your first, right?
This is my first, but certainly not my last.
How did it feel?
Amazing. You said it yourself, Dwayne. This is amazing. That's the only word to really describe it. You know, even though we had the clouds, it was just an incredible experience. We got to experience the darkness. We got to experience the temperature drop. We got to see it in, you know, kind of moving in and out between the clouds. But most importantly, we got to experience the energy and the enthusiasm that we feel all around us here today.
Well, you know, this team in the city of Charleston, thank you. We had some iffy weather, but you made it happen, man.
Yeah, well, thank you. And you know, you don't know the half of it. I've been also monitoring for possible thunderstorms, which we are having. We've been having just up to the north in places like North Charleston, Goose Creek. Luckily, because of a sea breeze pushing the moisture that's been bringing. Allowing these clouds to develop, moisture coming in from the Atlantic. That sea breeze has been pushing those thunderstorms inland a little bit. So even though we still have some cloud cover here, we have been very lucky not to have any rain or thunderstorms like we had yesterday at this time.
You are really a true meteorologist, my friend. Johnny! Hey, Johnny! Okay, space weather expert extraordinaire. How was it?
It was amazing. Like Sean said, even though that we couldn't see it, you know, consider the solar corona, which, you know, is what I really, really wanted to see. We experienced, you know, the darkness and the change in temperature, and also, I mean, the energy of the students. You know, we even started hugging up because we were like so excited. I mean, it has been an amazing experience. So the next one, you know, 2024.
Hey, Alex. You gotta feel good, man.
This was fantastic, and it was also a big tease for the next one, because man, I want to do this again. I could feel that shadow overhead. I could see the light and the horizon all the way around, feeling the change in the temperatures, even seeing the clouds themselves moving differently as that shadow hit overhead. It was fantastic. It was palpable, man. I could just feel the energy around here. And I want more of this.
Well, let's hear what the country and all of this in Charleston. Let's go to social media. Over to you, John.
Yeah, the reactions across the entire nation have been huge. You know, we have, actually, if you're watching at home, some of our streams actually went down only because the fact that, you know, there was just so much traffic on it. Of course, we were broadcasting this all over the country. I want to show up on our some of our graphics here, some really cool things, photos that we have here, some crescent-shaped shadows in Seattle, Washington, taken by Logan Johnson. This is a pretty interesting image, as you haven't really seen anywhere else. The next one here is a totality view from Idaho Falls. This is David Cantillo. Just some spectacular images coming in from all over. You know, people are sending us stuff using the various hashtags out there. Eclipse 2017, which is our hashtag, Solar Eclipse 2017, which is trending on Twitter and other places. And of course, we're reading a lot of this stuff coming in too. We're seeing and reading your reactions. Some of it is just really shows the amount of how it really impacts people. And us being here in Charleston, we also saw it get really dark here, get cool breeze coming through. And even though there were some clouds, it was like nothing we've really ever experienced before. And so for those of you who are in the Path of Totality, I hope the views we're showing you here today have really helped you kind of get the sensation of what we're trying to show. And here's this last one here is a 99.5 near totality nerds here in Boise, Idaho, checking it out. One of our photos there. Everyone is wearing eclipse glasses, and it's you know, we still have a partial eclipse on the East Coast. People are still seeing the sun transit, and so it's an exciting time here. I think we have another view here from Bailey Bede's scene from Oregon from one of our photographers. This is a NASA photographer took this shot right here. I think that's just before the diamond ring pops up, and it's pretty spectacular shot. So I think if we're ready to get going again, I think we have a quick question would like to take. Look at some of these here. There are a lot of these are questions coming in from Eclipse